And I'll cut it right there.
Mm-mm.
This is Are You With Me Right Now, episode 41.
Yay. We have so much alcohol.
You thought we broke up.
Yeah, really?
But we're back. We got back together again.
No, it's not what happened.
Oh. Where was I?
I don't know, not wanting to record.
Whatever.
But really quietly because you're avoidant.
Whatever.
You didn't ever say it. But here we are.
Here we are. I'll try to be more attentive this time. I think I was a shitty boyfriend on the last episode.
See, I wasn't butthurt about that. You were butthurt about that. You were very upset about your boyfriending skills in the last episode. But, I mean, I think we're all aware that I don't mind listening to myself talk, so I didn't have a bad time.
Yeah, but
it was an interesting chain of discussion. Because you did have some input.
Yeah. This week I don't have much on relationship, more so than I just do like personal, just my and how to start a small business.
I guess. There's that too. There's also relationship stuff. There's family stuff. We have a good bit to talk about this time.
Yeah, fair. I just meant the things that I can bring up.
Gotcha.
I meant what I can bring to the table.
Oh, excuse me, princess. It was so funny when Phoenix Wright said that in the courtroom.
Yep.
All right, you want to start with your small business?
Whatever, if you want to.
Sure.
I mean, this is very much family related. I've been trying to kind of kickstart my personal small business. I'm kind of being thrown into it, which is how I do everything in my life. So it's just, it's very stressful, I guess, maybe is the best way to say it. Just because of the uncertainty of everything. Like, I mean, I've got the skill to do it, but I don't have the customers.
And you are criminally undercharging for your services right now.
That's what I guess.
You are.
I guess. Okay.
And that's according to industry experts that you've known for a long time.
Yeah.
Not just me, because I don't know jack shit about what you do. But yeah, to have good gear, you've got to make more. And you've been talking about raising your prices anyway, not as high as you've been led to now, but you've been looking to boost it at least like $100 or $150.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty big amount.
And well, now I've got, I guess, the gear behind me to kind of make that make sense.
Yeah.
Now I feel like, okay, it makes sense to dig in and really charge more. Like, I feel like I have more to bring to the table, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I have something to charge for. Not that I didn't before, but I mean, a lot of my gear is just hand-me-down gear. I mean, that's kind of how I've stumbled into this whole industry.
So now you just have better audio quality to back up the price.
Yeah, well...
Because, I mean, not like you do a bad job, but this is just better gear.
It's bigger gear. I can do more with it. So, I mean, quality-wise, not necessarily, but just... I mean, yeah, sure.
The versatility.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, we talked about this a little bit. One charity case is enough. You have one gig that you really love playing at, and you've been at it for years, and it's like, you know that room, and you've gotten your huge start there. And you do it for pretty cheap. And we want to keep doing that one for pretty cheap just because it's important to you. But the other groups you work with, they don't always figure out how much they're going to get paid. And that's a really, really unprofessional. And yeah, when they're scraping by on tips and like, oh, I thought we were going to get paid. Like, that's a charity case.
That was a one-off. I'd never seen them go through that before. Yeah, that was weird. I'm glad they paid me. I mean...
Yeah, they paid you up front.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as they got it.
And sometimes I feel bad that... I mean, but I'm in it. I mean, it is a job to me. I mean, this is how I make my living, so...
Mm-hmm. And you're hired. You work for them.
Yeah, they 1099 me.
Yep.
Hey, can I smoke a bowl?
You've already done it.
Oh, whoops.
Your bowl is pretty. It's got a little succulent looking blown glass piece on it. I've never seen that one before until tonight, I don't think.
It's one that I always smoke.
Really?
Every single day. Oh.
No, you don't. You don't.
Only joking.
You use a little one.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. This is the one I always use.
I guess I just never really like hang up right next to you while you're smoking. I mean, I'm only all up in your business when you smoke when you roll a joint.
Yeah.
Because that means your penis is in my mouth.
I'm going to cut that out.
Mm-mm.
Why?
Why what?
I don't know.
What? Are you embarrassed to talk about having sexual intercourse
No.
with your future wife?
No.
Then why do you want to cut it out?
All right. I'm going to cut that part out, though.
Okay, fine. Wait, which part?
That part.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I just like to make it known that I'm stressed and just worried about. I mean, it's not easy starting your own business, and it's not fun, I guess. I don't know.
Mhm.
Now it's a business.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you want me to pop out like double digits of kids, so got to be a business sometime, I guess.
Hey, I got to go to work at some point.
And also, you can't even like allow yourself to spend money on anything you need. So I'm sure this is wringing you to pieces inside, having to get a loan, like a big loan.
Yeah,
I had to talk you into buying a second pair of pants for yourself because your jeans are wearing out. You felt guilty about it.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a kid first and foremost, but then I've got you. I mean, we've got all this house to buy. But I mean, the whole reason I bought my vehicle was to support this business. So, whatever.
I'm proud of you. You sent me the text that you were going to go after the deal you got today, and I was really excited. I'm happy for you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Now you can finally bring home some support. Finally start contributing.
Yep. For the first time.
Yep. It's about time you grew up, honey.
Right.
I'm kidding. I love you.
I love you. Okay. I guess that's all there is to say about that.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm moving forward with it. So kind of here we go. I'm picking it up this week and yeah.
Now we just got to find clients that are going to pay.
Yeah. I'm just going to start asking around with other people in the industry and say, hey, are there any gigs you can't take? Any gigs you don't want to do? Throw them at me. I'm trying to be your competitor. Not a competitor.
I know. A peer.
Yeah, a peer for sure.
And you've got a really solid network. You have a lot of guys that are like very willing to help you grow.
Yeah. Seems to be, for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's a good time to start.
Yeah. I definitely owe all of this to a lot of people for sure. I've been super fortunate there. I mean, like the guy I went and met today, he had some equipment and he didn't really know what he wanted for it. So we went and we looked at it. I mean, he's got a whole trailer that he'll sell me for not a lot of money. Like the trailer alone is probably worth twice what he wants for the trailer and the gear.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah. Is that the gear you're buying?
No.
You sound torn.
I am torn. I'm super torn because it's a nice trailer, but I've kind of already got a trailer. And the gear he's got is not as much as the other gear that I am getting for not a whole lot more money. They're both really good deals.
Okay.
Yeah. So this guy's got basically like a quarter of the system that the other guy does. Yeah, it's a quarter of the system easily.
Okay.
Yeah. I think. Maybe about half a system. I guess it's
a third? Split the difference?
Sure. Sorry, now I'm high, so I'm hanging on dumb stuff.
Duh.
Yeah.
I never really track the progression.
I'm just digging a hole over here.
I know. Aren't you always?
So anyway, I was probably talking about something, but...
We can't use names. I mean, I can't really help you out here.
Oh, no, it's fine. I mean, so yeah, I'm going to end up getting the bigger rig because I know I can use it, but that's the problem is now I've got to make a major leap in a lot of things. I need to start getting insurance now.
Oh, yeah. I did not think about that.
Yeah.
Can we afford all this?
Yeah. The insurance isn't much.
Okay. I've never dealt with big purchases like this, so I just don't know.
Yeah, the monthly on all this stuff isn't crazy, especially if it pays for itself. And that's the goal here is that it's at least going to pay for itself. If it pays for itself, I'm happy, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not super difficult for it to pay for itself. You just have to do it a lot.
And find clients that'll pay.
Yeah. And hopefully this, I don't know, I guess in really airing this out on the podcast, I guess I just hope that maybe this is some scalable representation here of, you know, this doesn't just apply to the business that I'm doing. I mean, I guess you could apply this to a lot of other business ventures.
Yeah.
Not that I have any idea what I'm doing, but, you know, follow my little adventure here.
Yeah. And this just means that, or not to bring this conversation full circle to me again, just, I don't think there's any way I can leave my current job and support, I mean, everything that we need, you know? Which makes me feel kind of dead inside, but...
What do you mean?
We need my income.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what, to be a stay-at-home parent?
No, to do my other jobs and find another job.
Oh, the job that you've got. You need to leave to find another job because you fucking hate your job.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was saying, I really want to leave that job. We've talked about this at length. And I've been toying with. I've been trying to hold myself back from quitting on the spot.
But I think you're fine though. Go ahead and tell your story, but
I really want to leave. I don't think I can. And honestly, I think I'd rather stay at the job and have the relationship go back to
you don't think
being
you can?
good.
What do you mean?
I don't think we can survive without the money. It's not like I even bring that much in, but it's definitely more than what I have otherwise. Money disappears fast when you're an adult.
Yeah, sure.
Money goes really fast. Whatever, I hate my job. Were you done talking? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I'm listening to you now. This is your story. But
okay.
I do disagree that we couldn't live off of what we've got for a little while. I mean, yeah, we would eat into what we've got. But we've got some to eat into right now.
And I wouldn't be losing all my income, but it is the bulk of my income, as if I even earn a fuck ton. I earn like $1,000, $1,200 a month. Fucking useless.
Just from that one job?
No. I get 2 paychecks from my big job, LOL. Higher paying job. I get about, I don't know, $800, $900 a month. It paid my rent. And then my other job pays $320 or $320 a month. So I make like $1,100, $1,200 a month.
So we'd be missing the $800 or $900.
Yes.
I mean, that's a good chunk. You're right.
That is the bulk of my. Yeah, no, it's not something that we can just like, for like my other job, like, yeah, I would lose a little reference, but nothing compared to the income or the reference of this other job. You're
looking at like, what, maybe $2,000 worth of income overall?
I'd be missing $2,000. If I quit now, assuming I get hired as soon as I graduate, and that'd be me hustling ass, which I'm currently doing to get a job, which I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about the one I'm looking at. That'd be February, well, March, April, a little bit of May. It'd be 3 months or so. So like almost $3,000, $2,700-ish.
Yeah. All right. Well,
that's a lot of money.
Yeah. We've got that to lean on. But I mean, stick with it as long as you want to. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I'll give podcast listeners, all 2 of you, a little backstory. I've been working with my supervisor since like 2016.
2016.
I'm trying to think. I took a year off of school in 2017. And that was fall 2017. I've been working. Huh?
Can you speak loudly and
Yes.
let me change clothes?
Yes. Can you hear? Well, can you hear me?
Yeah. You can pause if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to be shouting and like have my volume be all fucked up. No. Are you just gonna get naked? Are you gonna wear your athletic shorts and long socks so I can get dunked on?
In memory of Kobe Bryant.
Oh my God, that's so fucking sad. That is so sad. All right, whatever.
For me, when Kobe passed away, let me tell you how it changed my life.
It didn't do a damn thing to my life, but it's just so fucking sad that he and his 13-year-old daughter died and is leaving his wife and his 3 other daughters. Like, fuck.
It is really sad.
It's really fucking sad.
Bill Burr brings up this thing a lot where people make events like this about themselves.
Yeah.
Like I noticed Shaq had a tweet about I went to a bar for lunch today. Sorry, I love you.
Enjoy yourself, please. Do things you like.
I wanted to go to our favorite wing place, but they didn't open until dinner, so.
Oh, rip. No, I'm glad you went out. Good. We all got to treat ourselves a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought some fucking fuzzy socks today. Live your life. It's all right. It's going to be fine.
Okay, I just don't know if we have that much money. You know, it goes fast. And
It totally does, though. That only applies to me because you're responsible. All right?
I mean, yeah.
And you like handle the bills. I help, but you handle the bills.
Yeah.
And those are the big ticket items. I don't have this many bills. I mean, now I do, but I've never had this many bills. I've never had this much money to work with at one time. Because I've had this much money before, but like parceled out, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
It's definitely, I guess, sorry to interject there real quick.
Go ahead.
But related, it is a jump up combining incomes.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, now it's a different ball game, kind of. I've got experience balanced in my checkbook for forever, you know, but I mean, I've done it for fucking forever. Yeah, adding another person is different.
It's weird.
It's not just like doubling the work you have to do. It's like, I don't know. You have to get used to a new, like, shit.
Like a whole
magnitude of numbers I get.
Yeah, you've had to call me in and be like, what is this? Like, what is this amount? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, it just, I have to because it makes my taxes easier.
Oh, yeah.
Being self-employed.
Oh, no, I'm all about it. It helps a lot.
But that's why I really dug into it. It's just because I had to. I had to start doing my own taxes and I was like, well, fuck this.
And you got to do my taxes too.
Yeah. Yeah, easy enough. I think adding another person, adding like a W-2 to something is going to be a piece of cake.
And I will have 2 of those.
Yeah, even easier. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's completely new. And I'm not even bearing the brunt of it. You know, you've already had your system, so you're just kind of adding me to it. But it's a whole stream of new shit mixed in with yours. There are new interactions, like new levels of spending and stuff. Things that we've never had to consider before, like joint purchases. And like, yeah, you'll see purchases and be like, wait, what the fuck was this? It was me.
I was going to ask you what I bought at Walmart the other day. I was like, hey, what did I get at Walmart? I can't remember.
You got a ballast and some fuses.
No, that wasn't from Walmart.
Oh.
The Walmart trip was, I ended up figuring out what it was.
All right, the ballast was Lowe's, whatever.
Yeah, I'm fixing our house. I feel like a slightly better person.
I know, my little all-American fix-it man like Bob Belcher.
Oh my God.
That's what Linda says. There's a hole in their ceiling and he's got like buckets and buckets and pans and shit on the floor underneath it. This isn't like the first episode. And she goes, and she's like, please go be my all-American fix-it man, Bobby. And he like goes up and puts a pan inside the ceiling, like on a beam. He's like, I fixed it.
Damn, that's funny.
That was the first episode. Yeah, it was human meat. Or no, the second one where Bob hides inside the walls of the restaurant to avoid his in-laws.
I have seen that episode. It's been a while since I've seen him.
It's got a whole lot of references to The Shining in there, where Coochie Copey is like the That one character that is like, they need to be adjusted. Killed.
I don't remember that. Sorry.
The book. Okay, I was about to go on a shining tangent. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
Money, income, jobs. Do you have more things?
I mean, I don't know. I see what you're saying. When you put it like that, sure, just keep. I mean, you got to deal with her for like 4 more months. You'll live.
Well, I'm supposed to deal with her until July. At bare minimum, I could deal with her until May and then get the fuck out when I have a license and a master's diploma.
Yeah. Yeah. I would. I'd hang on to it until then. And then if you are just really fucking fed up with it, then dip.
I'm already fucking fed up with it.
I don't know.
And let me finish with my little baby backstory to the listeners. I've been working with my supervisor since like 2016-ish. I think fall 2015. It's been a long time. And she scared the fuck out of me when I first met her for good reason. She almost dropped me from my work relationship with her, like at least on 2 separate occasions. One was like the week before I was like, okay, cool, fuck this. I'm going to take a year off of school because I'm going to hurt myself. And that definitely contributed. She was a very scary person. And she is underneath whatever facade she has going when there are more people than me around her. She has a lot of narcissistic qualities. She also has some really, really freaking great qualities. She has been a serious mentor to me when she's not been a fucking terrifying lady, which is, I know sounds ridiculous, but she is incredibly good at her job. She's got a lot of status and a lot of power in our field. She's taught me a lot about what it means to be a social worker and has been like a serious and true mentor to me for years now. And I've seen her be shitty to other people. She's like verbally abused other interns out of their positions. She's a really complicated person. And I have really appreciated her and also just hated her in turns for the last few years. But like our relationship has been really good since I came back. She promised me a spot like when I just fucking dipped. She's like, I will take you back. Tell me when you're coming back to school. And she did. And she was really good to me from then on. And I was like her star fucking student. She love bombed me really hard. And I'm codependent. And I've got a history of getting along really well with narcissists. So we had a pretty enmeshed relationship, not very appropriate work boundaries. And she really doesn't and didn't with anyone. I've learned a lot from her, and that's what makes this really hard. She hired me. I was an intern with her, and then she hired me part-time, I don't know, about a year ago now. And a couple months after she hired me, the other intern quit. Like left early, didn't finish her hours, fucking dipped and went home because she was like unraveling. I'm like, hi, I feel you. Been there. Which was hard. But a few months after that, she just like completely unleashed her full force of bullshit on me. She'd been a serious, like nurturing mentor and who was like tough on me, but knew I could do the job and was really encouraging. And she had a lot of faith in me. And then I think the real turning point was when I told her that I was going to have surgery. This was months and months ago now. I gave her like a month or two's notice as much as I could. You know, I scheduled my surgery fairly last minute just because it's hard to get slots for what I needed, especially when the time that I needed it and our insurance it was important that I get it done in that time period. But I told her, I'm like, hey, I'm going to get surgery. I can't come into the office for 2 weeks and I'm going to have to work from home. And she just like yelled at me for nothing and just berated me for about 3 weeks or so until I said, I can't do this if you're going to talk to me this way. And she was like, oh, good. Because, you know, if you hadn't apologized, then this wouldn't have worked out. And the reasoning was because I told her that I needed to work from home and I didn't ask her that I needed to work from home. And I've heard from you and other people, like logic on both sides of, yeah, be a little more subordinate because she's your boss. But also your medical needs aren't up to her. And she really I know this woman very, very well. I laugh with my therapist. I'm like, I'm not mind reading. I'm not just making it up. Like she will snap on you at the drop of a hat. You say one thing and she will fire you. Like, I'm not kidding. I've seen it happen. She takes everything very, very personally. She is very worried about her reputation always. And now I'm having to use some of the skills she's taught me against other people, like for her. She's always like, if someone asks you a question, you always say, why? Why do you want to know? Yeah, she's incredibly concerned with how people see her. She always takes any sort of statement that could be construed as negative as a criticism against her. It's exhausting. And now it's turned on me. And I can barely even get through a day with her without just wanting to quit because she's such a fucking bully. I'm the only one under her now. And I'm with her 2 days a week, all day, whatever. It's not even that long. I'm not even with her all day. But I am directly under her. And so I'm receiving her undiluted bullshit. There's no one else she can crap on when something goes wrong. It's me. She'll dictate her emails to me and I'll write it exactly as she wants. I'll read it back to her and she'll go, no, that was not what I said at all. I'm like, it's making me break a little bit. Like, sorry, this is longer than it probably needs to be, but I'm really having to tap into like my family skills from growing up where it was just like, cool, I'm going to get in trouble no matter what. So what the fuck is the point of trying? So I'm trying to keep my mouth shut and just do it and just say, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This is growing up with my father, part 2. And I really, really want to get out. It's really unhealthy. And she just finds reasons to punish me when I stand up for myself. Even if it's not like...
How does she punish you? What do you mean she punishes you?
She dangles my job in front of me. She's threatened me not to have a job anymore. She yells at me. That's the thing. She just tells me I'm dumb. Or really just seriously insinuates that I don't know at all what I'm doing, despite her not being able to give me clear instructions ever.
I wouldn't let her dangle your job in front of you. She does it again.
Oh, she's done that so much.
If she does it again, I'd be like, fine, bye.
Yeah. I almost did.
Next time she dangles it in front of your face, absolutely, I would leave if I were you. I don't play that game.
Yeah, I'm really tired of playing it. A few months ago, I told my grad assistant supervisor, I'm like, my boss, this is like the 4th time she's told me that I might not have a job anymore. And I think she's serious this time. And I'm really fucking tired of it. Can you work out a way with me for me to get paid more? Because there's another student who's getting like a double stipend. They're international. It's like, I know about that. I'm not trying to be like weird, but I seriously need income. And I don't think I can be at this job. And she was willing to do it. And then it blew over and I didn't go through with it.
We'll go through with it.
I'm wondering what the character assassination will be like. And it's not like I can show up at my next job interview and be like, yeah, my old boss sucked. She was super mean. So I quit. I blew 4 years of partnership down the drain. And she's going to tell everyone I suck. If she doesn't like you. She doesn't like you and you're kind of fucked. She's a statewide coordinator, dude. She's got a lot of power. So I want to know how long I can ride this out and leave amicably. But talking to her doesn't get me anywhere.
Is there nobody above her that you could possibly talk to?
I don't know that anything. I talked to my dad about this. That's a whole other thing. I talked to my dad. And it would come back to her. And I doubt anything would come of it. And then she would fire me. The goal is to quit and not to get terminated. I don't want to get fired. And she lives on such a fucking hair trigger that I can get fired at any time. I want to have some sort of control over my leaving. Because it's going to be awful either way from her. She's going to fucking hate me either way. Whether I go to HR and try to find something to change. Or ask her myself. Or leave. Or... There's like... It's not possible.
That's a really black and white thinking.
Yes. Because this is a narcissist who thinks in black and white. This is not
You're thinking in black and white.
Because I have to.
No.
Yeah, I do.
Black and white thing is not good.
This is a situation that is in black and white.
It might not be.
Because I'm being controlled by a person who lives in black and white.
Yeah, but you're totally capable of calling a person's bluff.
Well, what's the gain of doing that? Getting fired. Why is that a pro? Calling her bluff means she'll probably fire me, in which case, what does that do for me? Nothing good.
I'm saying you don't know that she'd fire you.
I'd rather not risk it.
Okay.
It's a big enough reference to me.
Okay. Well, then you've said what you're going to do then. So there's no question.
Which is?
It's not worth quitting or getting fired. So you're going to ride it out.
I don't think I can last till July, but... Hey, Jesus, that was loud.
Sorry. So...
Because I don't want to be there, but the stakes are really high.
Okay.
And everyone's going like, yeah, it's toxic, get out. And then I tell them about it a little bit. They're like, oh, well, maybe it's not worth it to fight it. I'm like, holy fuck. I'm miserable.
Now you're flip-flopping.
I know.
Chill.
You chill.
Do you need a worksheet?
I don't know. I can hear my beer crackling.
Just about the situation, it sounds like you might. It sounds like you do. You kind of just flipped it where you wanted me to argue with you no matter what my opinion was.
Because it doesn't seem like there's a way to win here. Because I'm arguing with myself, having that same argument inside.
Yeah, but you have made a fairly compelling point of why you're not going to get fired or quit. So it sounds like that's the way that you're going to act. Whether you know that you've made that decision or not, that's what you just told me. So that's what it sounds like you're going to do.
I think I need to talk to my sponsor. Because now this is, hello, I have done my part in being enmeshed with this person for, 4 years, 3 years? I'm not saying I haven't. I acknowledged that with my therapist for sure. He was like, good. She's not the only one here.
Well, and I think remember too that there's an end in sight here. It's not like this is indefinite. There is a goal. There's a finish line.
Hang on.
You've done your part on being enmeshed.
Oh, thank you. Fuck. Yes. I don't have a sponsor. God, that's so fucking annoying right now. I don't have a sponsor to talk to about how this is a situation that is, I guess I'm allowing to force me to act on fear. All of these options are something I want to argue both for and against because they are all based in fear, and I fucking hate every option presented to me right now because they're being forced on me.
Well, you're in a shit circumstance. I mean,
yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
I agree. I know.
I'm so mad because she's been a serious supporter of me. And I don't know why the fuck that changed. And it has nothing to do with me. Her flip. This is just how narcissists work.
You can't talk to her about it?
No, I've tried.
What do you mean?
Let's see. Last time I did it, I wasn't exactly very tactful, so that didn't really come out nicely. But yeah, she was berating me for getting something wrong when she got something wrong. And I told her, I'm like, you gave me this paper to scan. You didn't say that to me. You gave me this. That's what happened. And she just like froze and just glared at me. And that's when I texted you that one day where she was something like, no, I didn't do that. You did. Like she was fighting me on it. But the previous time regarding my surgery, after 3 weeks, I'm like, please stop talking to me like that. Like you have to stop.
Yeah, you told me about that. I was proud of you when you did that.
Me too. Thanks. It was a really good conversation. I mean, I don't think it went great, but I felt good about my part in it. She didn't apologize, but I told her that she had a part in it enough that I might have sunk it in. But no, she kept telling me like, well, I'm glad you apologized because I don't think we could have worked together if you hadn't. And yeah, you were just being entitled. Like, you know, the time when months ago, my pay was being held up by like a month and a half. I said, if I can't get paid, I'm not going to be able to come to work until I get paid. I can't do that. Like, I'm going to get paid later. Yes, I get that. But I'm on like a month and a half of back pay now. And like, I can't work if I'm not going to get paid.
Yeah.
Because that's a long drive for me. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of friggin' work. And she told me when we were talking about my surgery, she said she almost fired me then because I was entitled and just trying to take and didn't really care what I was like. It's all about what I was getting. No, yeah.
I mean, it's a job.
Exactly. And she told me like, well, there are other like part-time people here that if they didn't get paid, like I would never dream of saying that. They would never say they would like leave for the month or something. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is a job. She really projects entitlement onto everybody else.
Sure.
But she's told me that there have been times like that like where you just ask for things that you haven't earned. And young people like you are just really entitled. So I'm glad you apologized because you were wrong. Like, all right, bitch. It's a job.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, I need ACA guidance in this. But I have no one to ACA guide me. And I'm kind of salty about it.
You didn't do your thing last night.
What thing last night?
Tonight.
Yeah, no, I didn't go tonight.
Oh.
I mean,
you didn't even call in.
No, I told them I wasn't going to go.
Okay. Do you need ACA guidance or not?
I need a sponsor. I don't know if I need a meeting. None of my people are in the meetings. I'm the I'm the person there with the longest time at this point because two of the other people don't go as consistently. So usually I'm the oldest person in the room, ACA time wise.
So there is no one to sponsor you.
No one that's active right now. The person that came over a little while ago to watch movies with us, she could. I'm working up to that. The person who I've historically leaned on as like my grand sponsor, whatever, she and I are really alike, which means we get very emotional very quickly. She prods really hard. Unlike my therapist, she does not know when to stop asking me to elaborate on something. And it's way too intense for me. I go to her periodically for stuff. We're friends. Oh yeah, she came to my birthday party. I love her a lot. She's a really good mentor. But it can't be that intense. Like that's too much for me. And my sponsor is not doing ACA right now. So we have passing like weekly commitments and stuff. We get coffee sometimes. But she hasn't been in ACA in months and hasn't been going to therapy either. That's not a healthy sponsor. She's not a sponsor right now. I'm sure she's doing great, but she's not a sponsor. So I'm kind of shit out of luck right now. And the people in the meetings are the younger people. They're the ones that filter in and out. They're the people that are sick and have less program time. Because we're all sick. But they have less program time and they're in no place to sponsor me. Not as if like, oh, I'm so great, I need a good sponsor. But like, I've got a year in the program. I need someone with more than a year in the program.
Yeah. A sponsor is, someone who's more experienced than you. Yeah.
Yeah. People are fucking weird in the rooms anyway. ACA is a strange place.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's how my sponsor stopped going. Like, what we always talk about every few months, this keeps coming up, is like, get a bunch of sick people together in a room and tell them to get better. Like, really? How well is that going to work? So I think I'm on like a monthly schedule right now. We'll see how I feel about that in 2 weeks. But currently I'm comfortable going like once a month.
Well, I offered that we could do the steps together.
That was really cute.
I don't even really know what that means, but it's something that you've been saying that you really need to do for a while.
I want to so bad.
But you need somebody to do it with. And I don't know what that means, but I mean, I'm here and we can do it together.
You don't have to do it with me if you don't want. I've got my step book. I need to read my steps to someone. You have to share them with another person. Someone else has to witness to your work.
Yeah.
Because I've done step 1. I don't want to start on step 2 without sharing it with someone. I was going to do it with my therapist, but I mean, we always have other shit to talk about. And the person, my grand sponsor or whatever, she and I just have never really followed through on, okay, let's get together and read my steps. So I'm a year and 4 months in, and I'm still on step 1, which is frustrating because I'm ready to move on. So I don't know how much we could get done, but you could definitely be like a witness to my readings. I don't know how much you'll understand. Not that you're dumb. It's just a full program behind what I'm doing. And number 2 is a spiritual step, which is hard on its own. Being able to read them to you would help a lot.
What would Jesus do?
Don't know. Can't relate. Just kidding. I was Christian, whatever, for like 5 years. 4 years. Didn't last that long.
Maybe you should start listening to country music.
Mm-mm.
There's a lot of spiritual people in country music.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, that was the spirit. No, thank you.
Hmm.
All right, I'm done. Woe is me. Sorry. It's just frustrating. It's very confusing. There's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. It's a very white problem to have.
Yeah, you're welcome, I guess. I don't know. It's just a culmination of all that shit. Like, I'm feeling unsupported, and my work situation is actual bullshit.
Are you feeling unsupported by me?
You've been distant lately. So not really, but a little bit. That's not the main thing here. Seriously unsupported in ACA.
How have I
Like
been,
oppositely supported at work.
how have I been distant?
And it comes and goes. I haven't been like seriously distant. Why, you were so sleepy, and so you were mean yesterday. You weren't really mean, but like you were grumpy yesterday.
It runs in the family.
I know it. Lack of willingness to record. It's been a couple weeks where I've been pushing you like, hey, let's record. And it's not happened.
I think just because of the setup involved, I didn't really have gear. It wasn't just like set for us to walk in and do.
Yeah.
Not that I don't feel like putting the effort towards it, but I don't know. That was a little bit of a pain in the ass. I had to rebuild that thing.
Thank you for doing it.
You're welcome. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I went through with it.
Me too. It was time. I really needed to record, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. We still gotta talk about like stepmom shit.
Okay.
That can probably wait till next week.
We can do it now. We're not that far in. We've got at least 15 minutes.
So I guess that's all. I don't know. Just, I mean, I was still getting used to living together. Not in a bad way. But just like there's a certain amount of distance where we're just like in the same house doing different things.
Yeah.
That's just becoming a new normal.
Yeah, there's a good bit of that.
I mean, yeah, we can't just stare at each other all day. We gotta decompress.
I mean, especially when you have clothes on.
Oh, excuse me. So no, just adjusting to a new normal.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we would do these things in separate houses. Now we're doing them in the same house. And it kind of feels weird. It's like, we're together. Why aren't we hanging out with each other?
Because we literally live together and I'll see you every other moment of the day.
Yeah. And we still do. I don't know. I feel like we do things together still regularly. So
I think so.
Probably not as much as we could. And I think I've been feeling that. And I think that's why I sent you that text.
I agree with that. I agree with that actually like a lot. Cool. I really love that text. I'm going to don't let me go to bed tonight without putting a notebook out. Please. Okay. I'm sure I've got one somewhere.
I think writing seems to help me.
I love you writing to me. That's like my favorite thing. Seriously, my favorite thing. It's when you're like really vulnerable. And you're not outside of that, which is fine. But like, you get to talk to me without being observed until you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how genuine your writing is to me. It makes me very, very happy. That's a strong point of our relationship, I think. Do we want to move to step parenting?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay, step parenting's hard.
I don't really have much else going on, I don't think. Sorry to cut you off there.
Please go.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like things have been going generally pretty well. I feel like we're building something. Like a house, you know what I mean? Yeah. A home.
A home. Yes, we are. Yeah, step parenting's just hard. I hope you never have to find out.
Oof.
I mean, I hope we never break up and that you become a step parent. It's really hard.
Yeah, I believe that. Being a parent's hard.
Yeah, I know.
You don't really have a choice with being a parent. You kind of have a choice with being a step parent.
Yeah, it's pretty nice when that happens.
Well,
it's different. They're both hard. I'm definitely not discounting parenting because Jesus Christ, parenting is hard.
Yeah, but step parenting must be hard as well. I don't know because I'm not one, but I'm saying that it must be. Shit, there was another point to that. Oh, but I mean, you're less emotional about it though.
Yeah. Well, that depends.
You're less emotional than a full parent would be about their child.
Yeah. Which is a pro and a con.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm definitely not saying parenting is easy. Sorry, I'm not trying to be like,
Oh, I know. I don't think
my
you
role
are.
is so much harder.
No. I don't think you are. I think I'm just saying that I'm kind of forced into it one way or the other. So I guess I've just kind of, I don't know. I don't let it bother me or get to me.
And you've had 3 years to get used to this, and I have not.
And that as well. I think that probably has a lot to do with it.
Yes.
Yeah, there is a slide into it. At first, it's very sudden, but then you're constantly shifting into new gears all the time. So
It's just your life.
yeah, and you do get used to it because you know there's ups and downs. So yeah,
And this is just installment 80 million of us going, crap, I don't have a name on this podcast. Duh. This is just part 80 million of the saga of me learning that life has really long ups and downs because I have not lived very long yet. I'm a stepmom at 23. I was 23. I'm 24 now. But this started a year ago.
yeah, that's not unheard of.
It's not, but I'm young. All right.
Yeah, I know.
And I haven't known this kid for 3 years, and she hasn't known me for 3 years.
Yeah, becoming a new step parent isn't something that most families do. I don't think. At least maybe not well.
And this is new for her,
Yeah.
too. Well, I mean, kind of. She's got the precedent where she's got a stepdad and now a half sibling.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. Transitioning to having some other being in your house all the time. My therapist and I talked about this. As a borderline, change is a dirty word anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good at what I'm doing. I'm chugging along. I think I'm making a lot of progress in therapy. Like we talked about that actually. Like I'm really different than I was. Which is cool. But he was saying, so even, this far along, okay, cool. Yeah, I can handle like one big change at once, but 4, no, thank you. And this is like 4 big changes at once. This is a lot of life-changing things. And they're really hard to handle for me, probably for other people too, because this is just a lot. And I was stuck in the house for a month and a half, wanting to just yell because I couldn't move. I've got a new child living in my home. Not a new child, but half the time, a lot of times when I'm home, there is now a child. I'm sharing finances, which is really scary for me. It's not anymore, but it was. And I'm now buying a house with a person and like contemplating marriage. I mean, we're planning for marriage. That's like 5 huge things off the bat. Those are really big life changes. So all of them together, which is like, holy fuck.
Yeah, we dove into a lot at once. We really enmeshed ourselves.
Yeah, really. Don't fire me. Just kidding, I quit. Yeah, there's just a lot going on. And the payoff for being a step parent is pretty far down the road. It's got little payoffs now. And it's not like I don't like it. But the payoff is far down the road. And it takes time to gain that sort of sight. Because I don't have a kid. I mean, I do, and I'll never be her mom, and she'll never be my kid, which is hard and sucks. I'm glad about my age in this situation because I have time and a partner to have as many fucking kids as we want. If were I older or like really, really set on having kids like before I met you, that would probably be really devastating to have my shot at being a mom or whatever. And like, I will never be her mom and she'll never be my kid. It's a hard situation. And so right now I'm just kind of biding my time.
Well, I don't know.
Here I am talking about situations that don't actually exist. So
right.
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, a step parent is a parent.
I guess. I mean, we are.
Yeah, but
we always have to defer to like 3 other people.
Not exactly. I mean, later in life. So yeah, once they become a teenager, a late teenager, now they're asking you for like real life advice.
That's
it's
the payoff.
Outside the realm of parenting. Yeah, then you become a parent to them, and you're still a parent to her.
But until then, I'm the one that she's going to be pissed at longer than she's pissed at you. She will never forgive me like she will a real parent. You tell her what to do, you have her clean her room, she will fight me on it. Not like hard because she's little.
She fights me too until I put my foot down. I think she fights her mom on it as hard as she fights you.
Dude, oh, she has to. I don't know if she didn't get that from her mom letting her get away with it, I don't know where she did get it. But she'll still like give you hugs. If I say like, hey, stop, then she won't talk to me for like an hour. Then she'll give you a hug right away. Like,
yeah, but that's our routine. Whenever we get mad at each other, it's like, hey, stop. Give me a hug.
But also, she's got that unconditional love. You got unconditional love for her.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have that with me, and I don't have that with her.
She knows that you're not her parent. There's a thing that she knows there. So, I mean, yeah, it is different. I don't
have that with her. When she pisses me off, like, bye, see you later. Like, I'm going to go hang out and, like, cool down.
Right.
And it's not like that's wrong or terrible. It's just a fact of not being biologically, like, I didn't pop this kid out.
Yeah.
So I don't have this, like, unconditional positive regard for her when she's being, like, annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
And she gets mad at me for not sharing when, like, I don't have to share.
Sorry, I double request that you share sometimes.
You double request?
Yeah, well, she asked you to share, and you're like, I don't want to share. And I'm like,
you've been doing it less lately, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but maybe I don't need it as much. It's just super dumb because she doesn't want anything until I say out loud that I want it. So I'm trying to figure out how to be sneaky about shit that I want to do. Is that the only solution?
I just let her do everything that I do.
Super annoying, but
I mean, not really. Like,
yeah, because you think your kid is charming and like the best kid in the world, and no one else thinks that except for parents.
Man, fuck you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
She is the best thing in the world.
She is charming and she's awesome, but no one likes your kid as much as you like your kid.
I know this. I know.
Good.
I know. I mean,
good.
Yeah, but you should try. Jeez.
Oh, pardon me. I didn't realize I don't try. You want to see me not try? You want to see that happen? I can do that for you, honey.
I don't think you want to see that.
No, I don't.
I think that's majorly what happened with my past two relationships. Was I didn't like the way they acted in front of my kid, and before my kid could realize that, my kid had already forgotten about him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I think I try. Thank you very much.
You do. I'm fucking joking.
Thank you. I'm insecure about. I am very insecure about this. Please don't joke too hard.
You are fair. I mean, sorry, I'm joking about it.
No, I know my feelings aren't hurt. I just want you to know, like, please don't do it too hard, because then I will be sad.
I forget how. Yeah, you've expressed how sensitive you are to the subject. Yeah.
Yeah, you called me dysfunctional in front of your kid. Never again.
Fair. Sorry.
That was also a joke. Please don't ever do that again.
Yeah, it was a joke, but whatever.
But also, you're giving her the language to insult me on something that is like actually going to really hurt me.
Fair.
And something I want genuine feedback on. I don't want joke feedback on.
Yes, I realize.
Thank you. Bye.
We've had that discussion.
Whatever.
3 times now.
Yeah, you're welcome. Gotta remind you.
Okay. Take your pills, granddaughter.
I will. I'm trying to take him before I go to bed so I don't feel like butthole. They've been making me sick lately. I don't know why.
Maybe they're poison.
Yeah, like all medication is.
Wow.
Whatever. Step parenting's hard, but it's worth it. Family.
The end.
I'm excited to have babies with you.
Gross.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm jealous too of having those feelings towards another human being. Just automatically loving this thing so fucking much that you're like happy to sacrifice all your shit. Because I'm not. There are things that I want for me and that I want to do and that I'll share if I want to. But having that like serious unbounded love for a kid, for your child, like I don't know what that feels like. And I want to. I'm fine not doing that right now because like your bitch wants to pamper herself. But that's just something that I'm like, that's somewhere back there. It's like, I'm kind of jealous that like, it's that easy for you. And it's hard, it's hard to make the sacrifices, but it's just automatic.
Yeah.
And I like want to be in that together with you, but I mean, I'm not going to be until we have our own children. And that's just a fact I feel really bad about, but it's a fact.
It makes sense though. I mean, I get it.
Because I love her. It's just a different kind of love. It's not that snap, like biological connection.
It's not like jerk her out of the road in the middle of 2 cars.
Dude, I almost fucking had a heart attack. Yeah, I'm not fucking quick on my feet at all. Even in the best circumstances, but if I could have, I would have.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the moment of silence is over.
Yeah, really. Okay, I think I'm done dominating our podcast now. Thank you.
That's fine. No, I got a good talking today. Finally.
You're welcome.
I think that's about all.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Put your penis in my butt.
No, hang on, edit.
You have pointy nipples. You have pointy nipples.